Jeremy Rosenthal, attorney, founder of TexasDefenseFirm.com. Jeremy, thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing very well. We sure appreciate you coming on today. We had a question about actually a couple of things, but we saw a story the other day about an unlicensed contractor possibly working on that apartment complex in Fort Worth that ended up being a 6-alarm fire, and the lawsuit saying, hey, you guys are responsible for this, and I'm just curious how that's going to play out.
This is not looking good for that apartment complex. You had a 6-alarm fire, over 800 residents that were displaced, one building that was completely demolished, another building that you've got a lot of issues with. And really what you have is a lot of really angry tenants. There was an ownership change right after the fire. There was not a lot of communication between the tenants. There's a lot of anger here. And if the allegation is correct that there was an unlicensed electrician working on the AC unit, they've got problems.
Right. And it seems like, Jeremy, that could be something that's really easy to verify, wouldn't it be?
Right. Yeah, you would think. You would think that there's going to be records about who did we use, were they up there, what were they fixing, and who was up there and who was doing it, and show me that this person had the proper credentials, show me he had the proper license. When you're working on something that's that critical, look, it's one thing to work on the air conditioning in my house. That's dangerous enough potentially, but when you have that many human beings in that kind of a vicinity, it's pretty important that you get it right.
Jeremy Rosenthal is founder of TexasDefenseFirm.com. Question I have for you, I'm curious, you said this could look bad for the apartment complex. What is worst case scenario for them? Let's say they lose the lawsuit or they want to settle. Where does money come from? Do the tenants end up owning the building? I mean, what happens?
Right. The answer is potentially all the above. The real asset here, you would think, would be the real estate.
Yeah.
It's kind of complicated how some of these companies are organized. Obviously, the plaintiff's lawyers in the cases, that's exactly what they're trying to do, is they're drilling down into the money sources. Is it the tenant company? Those people are going to have resources. Is it the actual real estate? That's going to be worth something. It may, and the owners of it may or may not have a lot of money, and they may or may not be able to hide in bankruptcy here. But that's part of the trick of being a plaintiff's lawyer, is finding the wallet.
Jeremy, how long could this thing drag out? We've got nearly 1,000 residents of that apartment complex, a lot of victims, and still some folks who haven't been able to go back in.
This is a perfect lawyer answer. It depends.
Great.
It could be really quick, but in all likelihood, this could be fairly long. It could be several years. Dockets are kind of jammed. Tarrant County is a bigger county. They do a good job managing their docket, but this probably going to take a minute.
Yeah. All right. And ultimately, I would imagine that in the meantime, if the apartment complex was better to the tenants, perhaps helping them find new residents, giving them their deposits back, anything like that, maybe that would help a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, people generally don't sue people that they like. It doesn't happen nearly as much. So anger is behind a lot of these. Now, you had over 800 people that were displaced. You had 49 who are on the lawsuit, at least right now.
Yeah.
That's a lot. It could be worse. And maybe there's a lot of folks who did feel that they were dealt with okay. But look, all it takes to file a lawsuit is $300 and a really bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah. This is Jeremy Rosenthal, attorney, founder of TexasDefenseFirm.com. Jeremy, thanks for clearing it up. We always appreciate talking to you.
Have a great morning.
You bet.